Dr. Christian, why are we dressed like this?
I don't know, it's some crazy new sport that Mark invented.
Yeah, doctors and nurses.
Doctors and nurses, woo!
Short, flat, finless boards, compressing straight into oncoming wave energy. It's fast, it's powerful, it's skimboarding. We're here in Dewey Beach, Delaware for the East Coast Skimboarding Champs. I'm at the beach, dudes. Dude, check out that bikini.
Give me something that you should be proud of.
I would describe skimming as like riding a magic carpet ride, sliding across water on a finless board. You know, once you get it wired, it's just the most fun thing there is.
That's a lot like skateboarding on water. Skimboarding, you start from the top of the beach, you run full speed, drop your board down on the wet sand, and you slide out to the waves. It's just all fun and games after that.
It's about having sore legs in the evening and the morning. It's about broken bones, blood loss.
Skimming is a pretty dangerous sport. We get lots of nicks and cuts and ankle sprains and breaks.
It takes a certain special person to constantly go out there and get beat, thrashed in the sand and over, and you know, some people, they try it and they get that first shinner, the board hits them right in the shin and they're done. And you know, but then the true skimboarder will take that shinner, look at the blood, and run, get up and run and go back and do it again.
Skimming probably popped up all over the world many hundreds of years ago. It's just such a basic quest to slide on something over the Earth's surface, and to do it at the beach is the ultimate place to be anyways. I think people have been doing it all over the world on wood planks for many years, and who knows who was first, and we'll never know, but it's come a long way and it's a lot of fun.
Skimming is going towards the more stylish ride. I think that's what the up-and-coming kids need to keep in mind, is that it's not all about the tricks, it's all about how you ride, not what you do.
Using new products like Sector Deck, which is a Velcro binding system that allows you to do acrobatic moves on every wave and learn new tricks, do misty flips, back flips, just stuck to your board. And it's so classic how good that stuff works, and it's really just pushing the sport into the air.
I see it going in that direction. I think, you know, in a few years we'll see binding systems commonly used in the sport. I think that you're going to see more aerial maneuvers going on, and I think that we can look forward to seeing more of that in the future.
There are so many spots, undiscovered areas, you know, places that are just waiting to explode. If the sport does blow up and get super huge, we still want to keep it fun and keep everybody stoked and happy, and that's it.
Skimboarding is definitely rad. It's not just about competition, it's about seeing your friends, having fun, going for a skim, and partying. It's all good.
Oh, what's going on? Boards flipping in front of my eyes. One shoulder backpacks. Oh look, a formation of courier pigeons. That must mean fan mail. Come on, Benny, mate. That's it. You know you're my favourite. Come on. Perfect. Dear Mark, I can do kickflips, yeah? And I can also do 180s. Can I put them together to form a 180 flip? Yours, thankfully, Butch Stirvings. Well, Butch, by some strange coincidence, that's what we're going to be doing on today's show. I can't believe that. It's a good job he wrote that letter. Today we show you just what can be achieved with the knowledge of 12 tricks, a brain, imagination and the want to play with your urban environment. It's just a case of addition really. For instance, the 50-50 and the 180 ollie combined form the 50-50 180 out. Backside 180 with kickflip, backside 180 kickflip. Do you get it? It's also the element of looking around your town and seeing just what is possible. Looking for banks, steps, rails, etc. just to see what you can use. And as the skills grow, so do your possibilities. Ugh, looks like winter's coming again. But you get what I mean though. Here's some possible possibilities set to some nasty metal. Yeah. Have a look at this precious stone. Look at it. It'll foretell all your skateboarding fortunes. Oh wait, that's enough. So what have we learnt about flicking bent wood with our feet? It just takes time and perseverance. It scuffs up your nice new shoes. You will get annoyed. Ow! You will hit yourself in the shins a lot. You will encounter many strange characters. Suddenly, the supermarket car park is the best place in town. It's a good vessel for the journey. It is actually a load of annoying kids making noise. You will get shouted at by people in authority. You can play in your urban environment like a monkey plays in the trees. Well, that's about it. Just go off and play with that skateboard thing. Check that out, a stretched limo. There's someone in it surrounded by beautiful beach babes. Can only be Christian Stevenson. Hey Chris, wait up mate, come on.
Disc golf started in the early 70s during like the frisbee explosion over in the States, California. I guess a couple of people played normal ball golf and got into their frisbees and just combined the two, and it sort of springboarded from there really.
It really is a very cheap sport. I mean, you could even just go around with one disc. I think ideally you'd have like 2 or 3 discs.
This is a typical sort of assortment range of discs. This is a typical driver, very aerodynamically streamlined, very low profile. When you get close to the basket, maybe from 20, 30 yards, you start looking at a putt. Now this is a putter. You see the difference in this one's a lot fatter, a lot taller. Feels very different in the hand. Roughly the same weight, but very different flight characteristics. A normal tournament would be all day Saturday. We played 2 rounds of 18s, 36 holes on the Saturday, 36 holes on the Sunday, and whoever's taking the least, you know, is the winner.
I bought 15 acres of farmland and planted a couple of thousand trees on it, and got some baskets made up. Now I've got an 18-hole course of my own.
Disc golf may not see the best of athletes, but you do see the height of competition. It can be a pastime and a toy, but frisbees can be used for serious sports and athleticism, which is what Ultimate is particularly about.
Basically, it's a 7-a-side team sport, as you can see from the action probably. One team has possession, one team's playing defence. The basic idea is to pass between your team, work it up the field, catch it in the end zone at the end and score that way.
It's often described as a mixture between American football and netball.
The average game length is about an hour and 15 minutes. Or you play to scores, so you tend to be the first team to get to 15 or 17. If you don't get there, we have what's called a time cap, and once the time cuts out, you have 2 extra points, and whoever scores those 2 extra points first is the winner.
There are 3 basic throws that the Ultimate players use. There's the backhand, which is rather like the one that most people will know from playing frisbee on the beach, which is like a backhand in tennis, I suppose. And the sidearm, or forehand throw, which is like a forehand in tennis. And an overhead, which is called a hammer, and flies vertically through the air, then turns upside down and comes down upside down. People who've never seen the game played before always imagine that it's just people throwing a frisbee to each other, but it's a great deal more than that. There's a lot of diving and jumping and sprinting involved, and so it's a very athletic game, even though there's no contact.
One of the nice things about Ultimate is that it's a very friendly game, and the whole emphasis is on spirit and playing for fun.
Golf's all right, it's a nice walk in the park, but Ultimate's a serious sport for athletes.
Hottest thing I think I ever did is watch you break free from your own blue end. If I heard you out that day, you know that you wouldn't be here today. You gotta run, fly away. Step out your nest and final test today. Run, fly away. Spread your wings and then find it way. You all winter, now the spring's around. Sitting in this nest, you never felt the ground. We could keep it up for a moon or 2. You should really know what your wings can do. They can glad you're here to bring you food. River player ought to run from free. You gotta run, fly away. Step out your nest and final test today. Run, fly away. Spread your wings and then find it way. My 2 claws on a safety net. But if you try and fail, you know that I'll pick you back off the trail. You gotta run, fly away. Step out your nest and final test today. Run, fly away. Spread your wings and then find it way.
This, the last in the series of Tried and Survived, takes me to the National Water Sports Centre in Nottingham, and I'm going to try my hand at kayaking. I could get pretty wet doing this. Blimey, it's really cold in there. Better go and meet the guys now. What kit do I need then for this?
Well, obviously you need a kayak and a paddle and some safety equipment as well before you can get on the water.
Full of 3Gs, full of 3Gs, I won't wipe out you, won't to the other knees. Full of 3Gs, I'm full of 3Gs, I won't back down you, won't to the other knees. Can't stop.
Alright, what we're going to do now, Val, is teach you how to paddle forwards.
Get a gun, it's not loaded.
Remember to look over your shoulder when you're paddling backwards so you'll keep in a straight line. And you turn into the right there. Okay, try it on the left. And you turn it left. What we can now do is go onto your capsize drill, which unfortunately you're going to get a little bit wet. Alright Val, the start of the course is just down here.
Alright.
So if you're ready to go, we'll make an attempt at it, yeah?
Yeah, ready to go kayaking.
Let's go then.
If anyone wants to try out crazy kayaking, have a look at the RAD homepage on www.channel5.co.uk.
I think a lot of people are not conscious that they got a soul. I think everybody got one.
Prepare to witness some of the sickest skating you're gonna see in a long time. This is the X Games Vert Final, coming to you from San Francisco. All right, here's the deal. It's best run out of 3. Bucky Lasse's got the best run of the day. He's in first place. Hawk and McDonald are behind him. Now, they can take it easily, but it's Lassek's last go. He's kicking it right now. But, you know, anything can happen, especially with Hawk and McDonald. McDonald's a machine, a trick machine. Andy McDonald's got to step it up. Andy McDonald's got to pull out that insane trick arsenal that he's known to produce. The machine that is Andy McDonald. Donald. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we're stepping up, man. Woo. He's going back to back with the tricks, man. Oh, yeah! All right, here comes Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk can win it right here. You might want to film this. Smith grind. 720. knows how to do it. Bucky's rad. All right, here's Bucky's run. Yeah. Bucky's stepping up, man. He ain't letting Hawken and McDonald win this thing. This is his ball game. He's gonna throw a grand slam down right here, boys and girls. He's got the hand plants going. Bucky is on fire, dude. This is one of the sickest runs I've ever witnessed. Yeah, Bucky! Woo! That's what Bob's talking about. Bob knows that Bucky rules. Bob's throwing props to Bucky. And Bucky deserves all the props that they're throwing. Yeah. All right, Andy, congratulations. How'd you find the conditions here? Did the wind affect you at all?
Yeah, I think it affected everyone. Just the temperature being as cold as it was hard to just relax. You know, you had to keep moving and try and stay warm.
All these kids, all these young kids trying to get sponsors. You got any advice for the kids out there?
Only advice I have for kids is skateboard because it's fun. Don't even worry about your sponsorship or you know, skating for somebody else. Just skate for yourself and have a good time.
You just got to do it because you really love it, not because you're trying to really make a career out of it or get sponsored. You know, if you're really persistent and you love it, and that's, you know, you'll get something out of it that you want. You know, maybe it won't be a career as a skater, but maybe you'll end up doing something involving it. I think the bottom line is just enjoy yourself, you know, but be persistent.
Bucky won it. Bucky, congratulations.
Thanks.
And how'd you find the venue here, San Francisco, for the X Games? Was the weather a factor, the wind, any of that?
The weather was a factor. I mean, you stand in the sun and you just burn, and you get in the shade and you just freeze to death, and then the wind from the water is just crazy. Everything together with the stress, it was pretty intense.
Oh, she wants her daddy. Okay, we'll let Bucky hang with his daughter. All right, take it easy.
For our last competition of the series, we're giving away 2 West Beach snowboard outfits.
One for us guys.
And one for us gals.
All you have to do is
draw a picture of your favourite animal doing your raddest sport.
And the best 2 win.
Yeah, yes. Send your entries to Rad Beast Competition, P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW. That's Rad Beast Competition, P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW. And please remember to include your size. Well, that's it for our 4th series of Rad. We've hoped you've enjoyed our journey over the last 13 weeks. And then in some shape or form, we've got you to try some of these rad sports we featured on the show. Thanks for all the support, the competition entries, and the emails. You'll have to excuse me, I have a patient waiting. Take it easy. Woo! And if it's easy, take it again. Later, y'all.